everyone. Welcome to A Path to Balance, Gentle Stretch. I'm Evie. Today's class will be a gentle series of stretches on the floor, focusing on your shoulders, hips, and some twists, of course. So grab a blanket or towel and let's get started. If you don't happen to have a blanket, you can always just use a towel. Any towel will do. So just grab one and then just roll it up so that we can put this underneath our backs in just a moment. All right, so to begin, we will start with warming up the spine. So we are going to start with cat-cow. And we're going to do a seated version of cat-cow. So you can just come to a comfortable seat. If you can sit cross-legged, perfect. If you can't, you can have your feet on the floor, knees bent. So it's more like this movement, okay? If you're sitting cross-legged, then we'll just go ahead and get started. I like to bring my hands to the front of my legs. So just find a comfortable spot for your legs. Let your eyes be heavy. And let's just start with taking a deep inhale through the nose, pushing the chest forward, lifting through the chin ever so slightly, stretching through the neck, and then exhale, roll it back, and as you roll back, just drop the head down. Extend through the arms, really let your shoulders stretch, and shoulders are pulling away from the ears. Inhale, let's push the chest through. And exhale, roll it back, drop the head. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then one more time, all the way through. Inhale. And exhale. And then come all the way up. Bring your hands to your knees. Maybe roll your palms up. And just tune in to your body. Tune into your spine. And just notice. Notice what's taking place. Notice what's calling to you. In our busy lives, we don't often get a chance to just tune into the body, take deep breaths, and listen. And then from here, I'd like you to pull your rolled up blanket onto your mat. And then we're just going to lie down. And so as we lie down, we're going to place the spine right about the lower border of our bra, or just right up under the chest. So as you lay back, your chest is going to come up, and arms are actually going to be above your blanket. So just check in and make sure that's happening. Now, if you feel like your neck is strained as you lean back, then you can always pull a block or pillow and just place it underneath your head. But if you don't feel like you absolutely need that, then just let the front of your throat stretch out. We're allowing gravity to just pull and work this stretch. We're giving ourselves a little back bend through the top part of the spine, which we don't often get to do. Most times we're folding over phones and computers and sitting in recliners, and we're not actually stretched in this kind of way. If you would like to work an inner groin stretch, you can always bring your feet to the mat, walk your feet together, and then just let your knees fall open. And again, just check in with your lower back and make sure that feels comfortable to you. We're going to be here for about 2 minutes or so. Just allowing gravity to do the work. So with each inhale breath, we want to feel that inhale down into the base of the lungs. As we exhale, pull navel to spine. Inhale, bring the breath in to the belly. And exhale, pull the navel to spine. Really let that breath just clear out of the way. And again, as we exhale, we're just allowing the body to settle, allowing spaces to be found that maybe weren't there before. And this is a good time here at the beginning of class, when we're settling in, just to take your mind off of the future. Take your eyes off of the future. Take your eyes off of what's coming next, even in class, or the next posture, the next moment. And just turn on your internal vision, looking inward. Noticing what is. And again, just noticing how the body speaks to us. And then from here, let's gently bring those knees out, rolling the soles of the feet onto the mat. And we're just going to start moving the knees side to side, maybe dropping the knees all the way to the mat, right to left. Just allowing that lumbar spine to stretch, feeling the pressure into the lungs. Don't worry about that. Just continue to breathe. Nice, deep inhales through the nose. Exhales through the nose. Having this blanket underneath our backs for so long is a challenge. It's a challenge to the lungs. It's a challenge to our comfort zone. So just keep breathing into it. And then bring the knees to stillness. Now this time we're going to bring the knees up over the abdomen. And then we're just going to gently bring the knees all the way over toward your blanket. Now, I know for everyone, because I feel it too, this feels very uncomfortable. And for me, it's in my left lung. And I want you to just keep breathing. Your gaze is up towards the ceiling. The breath is deep, challenging that lung to expand against the pressure. You're building strength in the lungs, building strength in those intercostal muscles. Just below the rib cage, building strength into the diaphragm. Now notice your right shoulder. And if it's come away from the mat, just set the intention that you're going to walk, stretch your arms out wider and walk that shoulder back towards the mat. You can even bring that hand to the knees, pull the knees over so they don't come apart. And then let's release. Let's come back to center. And just rock your knees side to side here. And then we're going to bring those knees back up over the abdomen. And then we're going to drop them over to the right this time. And then gaze is up towards the ceiling. If your left shoulder has popped up off the mat, then just gently work it down. See if you can settle it. Open up the arms a little wider. Bring your right hand up and just place your right hand on those knees. Kind of hold them in place as you work that shoulder down towards the mat. And again, just breathing into the lungs. Breathing into that right lung. and then release. Let's come back to center. Put those feet on the mat. And then you can just rock your knees side to side. I know you're probably ready to get off this blanket, so let's bring the arms in. And in order to do that, we're just going to walk the shoulders down. So I know it feels funny, but just go ahead and do that. And once your blanket is kind of underneath your neck, you can just pull it out, or of course you can use it as a little support for your neck. But anyway, we'll just flat back onto the mat right here. We can bring the hands to the belly, the abdomen, or the top of your hip bones, if you will. Both feet on the mat, knees are up. We're going to just rock the pelvic bone towards the ceiling, so we flatten the lower back onto the mat this time. And we're going to hold it here for 15 seconds. Pressing the lower spine onto the mat, just rocking the pelvic bone here, just gently tilting it up towards the ceiling. And then release and just let your back go back to its normal curve. And then we're going to do that again. So we're going to roll the pelvic bone, press that the small of your back onto the mat. Perfect. Hold, hold, hold. And then release. And then one more time like that. So just press the back down onto the mat. Hold it here. A few more seconds. And then release. Perfect. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring that right leg up. We're going to interlace the fingers around the knee, pull the knee in towards the shoulder. Pressing into that lower back, compressing into the hip. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And release. Bring the right foot to the mat. Left foot comes up this time. Same stretch. Interlace the fingers. Pull, pull, pull that knee in. And then release. And then from here, we're going to slide the left leg out, bring the right knee in, same stretch, interlace the fingers and pull it in. Hug it in, make it an active stretch. So you're using those biceps to pull that knee in towards the shoulder. Feeling that pressure, that compression into the hip. And then release. Let's let the right leg out, left knee in. Interlace the fingers and pull, pull, pull. And then release. This time we're going to bring the right knee in, grab the right knee with the right hand, left knee comes in, left knee with left hand, and just pull the knees, both of them, towards your shoulders. Now, let's roll the shoulders back and down, okay? Tuck your chin in, press, feel your lower back pressing to the mat. Press your shoulders down, press your middle back, upper back onto the mat as well, so you're feeling like your spine just getting longer.
And then let's release. Bring both feet to the mat. Slide them out long. Roll your palms up. Let your feet relax away from one another. And just take a few rounds of breath here. Just letting your body integrate all of the movement. Letting your mind relax. Letting go of story. And then from here, we're going to bring both feet to the mat, knees come up. And then we're going to take our feet and walk the feet to the edges of the mat. So your feet are wider than hips width. We're going to bring the arms up above the head and grab your opposite elbows as you do that. So you're stretching into your shoulders. And then we're going to allow the knees to fall over to the right side. Now we're going to feel a lovely stretch through the top of the left leg. You're going to feel a little twist into that lower spine, left side. Again, opening through the side body. We're opening through the obliques, stretching through the abdominals, lifting the torso out of the hips. Breathe in, breathe out. And perfect. Let's bring those knees back up. And you can rock your knees side to side, windshield wiper the knees, releasing any tension. From here, I like to change my hands up, so take the opposite hand on top this time, but keep your hands above your head, keep your arms above your head, just working the shoulder stretch. And then we're going to check in with your feet, make sure they're wider than your hips. Drop your knees to the opposite side this time. Feeling that lovely stretch through the top of the right leg, twisting into the lower back, right side. Getting into those obliques and abdominals. And just let your eyes be heavy. Let your breath be subtle. And gently release. Let's bring those knees up. We can relax the arms down by our sides as we just windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then we can slide those legs out. Palms roll up. Your feet relax. And just relax here. A few rounds of breath. And then from here, let's bring both feet to the mat. Knees come up. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee for reclined pigeon pose. So we're going to bring that knee up. I call this figure 4 stretch sometimes too. Take your right hand through the legs, interlace the fingers just below the knee. If you need a strap here, if you have one or something that you can use for a strap, that's fine. You can send it through the legs and use it here. I don't happen to have a strap next to me at the moment. But for those of you who've been to class before, and know how to use one, of course you can. And then let's release the stretch. Bringing the left foot to the mat. We're going to slide the left leg out this time and just drop your right foot next to the left knee and go right into reclined tree pose. We're going to take the arms up overhead so we stretch into those shoulders again, lifting out of the hips. And of course, stretching into the abdominals and the obliques and into your upper back and shoulders. You can bring the hands together above your head, but then just relax your arms so you're not holding your arms up unless you want to, but you don't have to. Really, this class is not about strengthening or balancing. It's really just about stretching so that we do all of the poses on the floor. These types of stretches can be done in almost any physical condition. If you're feeling tired, or of course if you're doing a detox and don't have a lot of energy, but still want to get some good stretching. We're just making space. I like to think of it as just finding new little nooks and crannies in the body and then just breathing into them. Very good. Let's bring the arms down and just relax the arms. And then we're going to bring that right knee up and just roll the sole of the right foot onto the mat. And then we'll bring the left foot to the mat to meet the right. And then we'll just cross the left ankle over the right knee. And this time we're going to bring the right knee up for pigeon pose, or a reclined pigeon, that is, or figure 4 stretch, and then just interlace the fingers just below that right knee. Go ahead and bring that right foot to the mat. This time we're sliding the right foot out, and then we're just going to drop that left foot next to the right knee, opening up through the hips. We're going to take the arms up above the head for our reclined trapeze. And perfect. Let's bring those arms down. And then we'll slowly bring that left knee up. And then slide the left leg out long. And we'll just take a few rounds of breath here in our resting posture. From here, let's take the right foot and just move the right foot over to the right edge of the mat. And then cross your left leg or your left ankle over the right. And then we're going to take the arms up overhead, grab that left forearm, pull the left forearm towards the right corner of the mat. So we go into the shape of a banana or a half moon. And I like to call this reclined sundial pose. So we're stretching through the entire left side of the body. And then very gently, let's move that left leg over, come back to center, bring the right leg over, bring your torso back up, straight in alignment with your body. You can take your arms down and have a little rest as we set up the legs for the left side. We want to start by moving the left leg over, then send the right leg over. Our right ankle crosses over the left. Take your arms up, grab that right forearm and just pull it over to the left corner of your mat. And again, if your shoulders are kind of rolled up, see if you can, maneuver or walk your shoulders sort of underneath you so that your shoulders lay flat on the mat. And then from here, just enjoy that lovely stretch on the right side of the body. Continuing your slow, deep breathing. And then very gently, let's bring that right leg over and then the left, and then we'll straighten up our torso. Bring the arms down, palms up, and then just make sure your hips are over your feet, shoulders are over your hips, and your spine is completely aligned as you go into your resting posture. And then from here, let's bring that right knee all the way up. We're going to grab the right knee with the left hand. Take the right hand out long beside you. We're going to pull the knee across the body and go into a deep spinal twist. So the right hip is going to lift off the mat. Your gaze can stay up towards the ceiling, or you can gently turn your gaze to your right fingertips. And then very gently, let's roll out of that. Slide that right leg out long. Shake out your hips if you need to. And just make sure your spine is completely lined up. And then we're going to start by bringing the left leg up. Grab the left leg with the right hand. Take the left hand out long. Pull the knee across the body. Your left hip is going to roll up off the mat. And then your gaze can stay up towards the ceiling, or you can turn your gaze towards your left fingertips. and then release. And come all the way back. Slide that left leg out. Arms come down, palms roll up. And again, just you can shake out your hips if you need to. Walk your shoulders out. Just make sure you feel nice and aligned as you settle in. And we're going to settle in here for our final resting posture. Just spending about 2 or 3 minutes here at the end of class. Just relaxing. Maybe starting with the toes and just relaxing the toes. Relaxing the feet. Relax the ankles. Relax the calves and the knees. Relax the thighs. Relax the hamstring muscles. Relax your glutes and your hips. Relax the abdomen. Relax your lower back. Relax your diaphragm and your middle back. Relax your upper back and shoulders. Relax the arms, hands, fingers. Relax your throat. Relax the back of the neck. Relax your jaw. Relax your ears. Relax your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax your mind. And just let your body float. And then we'll take a conscious breath in and a conscious breath out. Just wiggling the fingers and the toes. And if you would like to stay reclined to close class, you may. If you would like to close class in a seat, just roll over to one side, push yourself up to a seat. And we'll bring our hands to prayer in front of our hearts. Just taking this moment to acknowledge the work, acknowledge our bodies, and just give thanks that we get to experience the absurd wonder of the world in this skin, with these bones, with these eyes and ears. Thank you all for being here today. Namaste.